Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another manga review. And today we're going to dive back into Eden Zero with Volume 5 from Hiro Mashima. And like I said, I've really been enjoying this series. Once again, it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger with our heroes entering the digital planet of Digitalis. And they digivolved like Digimon. And you see they have different appearances here where they had to select their avatar. Shiki sort of looks similar, Rebecca looks similar. But you see, Wise over here took the appearance of a female avatar, and Humara took the appearance of a male avatar. And, their quest here is to recruit the 4 shining stars of the Eden Zero ship. And you have Witch, who was already a part of the ship when their journey began. In the last arc, they recruited Sister. And now they're trying to recruit Hermit. And they found Hermit's body sort of sitting there in space, but it was unconscious because it was like her soul or her conscience or whatever is inside this planet of Digitalis, so they got to go rescue her. And they encounter this guy, Jamalav, who's the next villain, and he's working for Draken Joe, who escaped on planet Gilst as it was being devoured by the chronophage, and the Interstellar Union armies after him, and all sorts of crazy stuff is going on. So let's just dive right into it. Once again, the artwork's terrific. Great story so far. And what happened is Jamalav here, he was going around, they're in the digital world, so there's all sorts of NPCs, non-playable characters, and he'd gone around killing a bunch of them. But what happened is, as soon as Shiki and the gang approached him, he had all these real playable characters, on this spike here, ready to die, and he killed them right in front of them, and you see they're disappearing and they're gone for good. So Shiki's all pissed off and he starts attacking him. And his scythe turns into a monster here, which he calls Maria. And you see this monster is just going around attacking everybody. And there's really nothing they can do. Because what happened is as they've taken these forms, like Wise can't use his ether gear anymore. And then they sort of can't use their powers like they would in the real world. So Jamalav is just totally destroying them. And there's really nothing they can do. So what happens is they escape. They're able to get away, and they find Hermit, and Hermit's just sitting there saying, like, who are you guys? And, she's sort of shocked that they say they're from the Eden Zero, but she says she's not going. She likes being here, and she doesn't need any friends. So she despises humans because all the crew members of the Eden Zero, like Witch and Sister, and I would assume Valkyrie as well, are all androids, just like Ziggy was. So then what happens here, you see here, Hamara, she sort of disappeared from the group. And she's talking to this person over here. And this guy, he says, "What's with the avatar? What a waste of natural beauty." Yeah, because she's a female turned into a male here. "And you're as silver tongue as ever, Jesse. How's the undercover job going, huh? Flawlessly. Shiki, trust me." So what's going on there, Humara? Is she a spy now? What's going on? So they recount the fact that Shiki's friends with all these androids. So, that's reason for Hermit to trust him. He's friends with Happy, friends with Pino, friends with Michael, and all the other robots on Granbell, the home planet where he's from. And then the NPCs here are ringing the alarms, and all these monsters show up, and they're ready to attack. And this dude's on here. "Listen, people of Krista, I am Gron, commander of the Magical Beast Army. By the order of Lord Jamalav, we will be taking the town for ourselves." Oh no, look at all these guys, all these goblins and stuff. Look how cool they are. So they're ready to attack. And Shiki's, trying to defend. You got Pino. And Pino took the form of a human, well, not a human, I guess like sort of a cat person, right? The ears and everything. And can't use the, her attack to disable all the robots and all the weaponry. So you got, Rebecca gets the Happy Blasters. Happy's an android. He can turn into the blasters. And Wise is sweating over there because he's like, "Oh no, I can't use my ether gear." And they say, let's have Hamora attack him. She's got her ether blade, and she's scummier than us. She left without us. What's going on? So, it turns out Hamora's a traitor, huh? So Hermit's sitting there just ready to die, and Shiki comes into the rescue to save her. And then you see Hamora talking to Jamalav, saying that she wants to get in contact with Draken Joe, so she'll do anything to join his ranks. That sucks. I was really liking Hamora. So look at this. Rebecca just blasted everybody. I love Rebecca. I think she's one of the best characters so far. So then you see this little girl. Oh no! And what happens is this monster who you saw from the last volume, Shinobi, comes to the rescue, and he's a bad guy, right? But he's saving the village here because he's like, no, I'm the boss to this village, so I'm gonna protect the villagers. You can't invade this territory. You're the sub-boss of another village. So it's funny. There's civil war between the monsters, and then Shiki comes into the rescue. You can see everyone's face all happy. And what happens is Shinobi, saves the little girl, and the little girl, oh, thank you, Shino. And he says, Shino, because you're the Shinobi troll, Shino. And he starts like crying. He's so happy. But then Jamalov shows up, and he's got all these crossbow guys, and they're like, fire! And Shino takes the blast to defend his people there, which is, it's kind of choked up here, kind of sad, because it's like, oh, he's the bad guy, but he's saving his village because he's the boss. I'm the town's guardian spirit, he says, as he fades away, and the little girl's crying. And then this dude's ready to blast the little girl again, and then Shiki takes an arrow in the arm right there. And you see Hermit was watching on the whole time. She said before how she despised humans, but she sees how Shiki's taking all this, and these people are NPCs, they're not even real people. And he's like, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. And then, so Homura shows up. He's no ally, and then, no, don't do this. So everyone's just in shock here. And as Hermit's watching, sort of coming to her senses, seeing that Shiki has a kind heart and cares for everybody. So, they get ready for a big battle here. And then, what's this? The real Homura shows up. What in the cosmos? So yeah, this one's a fake here. What the hell's going on there? I knew Homura couldn't betray the team like that, so I wonder who the fake is, right? So this dude, he summons Maria again, just like a complete psychopath. And Shiki's battling. He's strong enough. He can attack. And then Hermit is saying, well, the only way to beat him is to cheat on your own, because he's obviously cheating. And then you have Homura chasing after the doppelganger, who reveals herself as Amira here. And she's part of the Galactic Intelligence Agency. And basically she was trying to become a spy to get into Draken Joe's ranks or whatever. So, but once again, you see how Mashima always draws the ladies like that. You gotta love it, right? So the two of them are ready to have a battle as she's just like busting out there, and she's got her guns. And Homura's got the blades, the ether blades. And this was actually a great scene right here. So, hold on, I went a little too fast. So she turns into a sniper rifle and fires it. Boom! And what happens, it's going so fast, and she blocks it with the blade and sends it right back to her. But she logs out, so, she's able to survive another day. So we'll see her again at some point. And then Whis turns back into his normal form so that he can use the ether gear, because, like I said, they were discussing before how they're in Digitalis. They don't have their old powers. So what he's trying to do is, Hermit told him to cheat so that they can override Jamalov, because he's cheating. And, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. And she's like, oh, you're a noob. They use sort of like the gaming talk here. And then she's like, all right, I'll hack it and help everybody. And she turns Shiki into a kaiju monster. And he's just like, smash! And, Hermit's on their side now, ready to help them cheat. But Jamalov himself is cheating, so reverts him back. And they're sort of going back and forth, like light armor, demon armor, emperor armor, scarlet armor, crystal armor, undo, undo, undo. And then Jamalov does this. He says, while I'm at it, I'm equipping that girl with a bikini. And Hermit says, I'll allow it. So like I said, that's like Mashima's thing here. He's always got to add that in, which, hey, I'm not complaining. That's like the best part, right? So once again, they're going back and forth. And what happens is he uses like the master code here to destroy the whole planet of Digitalis and all the people in it. And he says, in 3 minutes, it's like Frieza. 5 minutes, Namek will explode. In 3 minutes, Digitalis will cease to exist. And once again, he says, they have hearts. I'm going to save them. And as he's saying that, because Hermit, she's struggling here. She doesn't want to join the humans. And he keeps saying that, these people have hearts, even though they don't. They're NPCs. But Shiki believes that. And once again, it's his motif here, the power of friendship. Magimech attack! And what happens is Hermit's able to bypass some of his cheats and whittle down his HP. So in 22 hits, he'll be destroyed, which he is. And, everyone's coming back to life here. And that's that. So then what happens is Wise disappears because, he cheated. So, I don't know. They sort of sent him home already, and he's back. But it looks like Shino's still alive. And look at this. He says, "'Tis a beautiful kimono you weareth. There is an odd individual attempting to speak to me. I think it best ignore him. Hermit, let's go home to the Eden Zero." So Shino's still alive. That's awesome, right? So then you get a little flashback here of Hermit, the whole crew here, and Ziggy basically saying, "All right, well, you're going to disband here because I got to raise the boy here, Shiki. He was on a quest to see Mother and never really made it because he went back home to raise the boy." So they're all back on the ship here, and you got this weirdo, Moskoy. That's all he says. I don't know. Like I said, I think he's going to play a role later on in the story. So Hermit's sort of being depressed, as her name indicates, and she doesn't really want to do it. And they're all back from they're sort of in these pods where they can enter the digital world, and they're back now, and all happy to be on the ship. So you got the whole crew there, sort of having a snack, and then all of a sudden, emergency, emergency! Oh, what's going on? And then this freak comes up here. The hacking genius spider is in the house. And it turns out that this dude was actually the one who had the avatar of Jamalav in the digital world. So he's just some hacking dork who put on that fake appearance to kill all the NPCs. What a loser, right? So what he does here is he's hacking into the ship. "I totally pwned you," and he's gonna destroy the ship from the inside. Basically, destroy all their computers and just cause a major malfunction and cause it to crash. So everyone's in a panic here, basically saying we need Hermit to fix the ship. She's the only one who can fix the ship. But she's just sitting there saying, "I can't. I'm not helping you guys. Just evacuate." And she says, "Doesn't matter anymore. Hermit, I'm not giving up on this ship. I'm not giving up on you." And then there's a flashback here to a younger Hermit with this doctor, Dr. Muller. And basically a little story back then on the planet Newton and the planet Hook. And basically he tells her that there's the planet Hook with all the robots, and we're going to create a world for the robots and humans to coexist. So, and like I said, Moskwa, he's going to play a role. He's got the button, don't push. And he's going to push it. Don't push that. He's going to push it at some point. I just know it. So, you see how happy Hermit was way back when as she's helping all these humans and helping the robots and just everything is great. And it's like, what went wrong? So, she fires this cannon here at the behest of Dr. Muller. And you see all the robots here. "Emergency, emergency. Planet Hook reporting. We have a problem. The receiver is not compatible. It's too much ether energy." "What? Ether overload?" And all the robots on the entire planet die. And the doctor says, "Yes, we did it." And she's like, "What? What do you mean? I was going to work with you and the robots." "Dispose of that piece of junk. What you've been building was a weapon, an ether accelerator cannon. After all, your CPU brain was quite high. So we utilized you for a bit. It was to rid both the lab and the planet of scum like you, dubbed Operation Cleaner." "What? That's not true." "I needed you if something went wrong, but we're done with you." "But you said bots and humans." "Everyone knows humans are superior, and every living thing bought from the cosmos. I can't stand by and let machines go around pretending to be humans. Get rid of her." Oh, man. So that's what happened. She was betrayed by humans. And you see here right there being tortured by him, But it turns out this is actually just a clone of Hermit. And the doctor here is a complete nut job and kills this clone. That's the real Hermit there. They left her alive to do further tests. And they sort of extracted all these clones from her. And, that's what caused her to become in this state here. And then the Interstellar Union Army shows up to rescue her at the end. And she sort of just wanders off. To where she is now. So, Shiki busts open the door. And it's Rebecca who's able to talk some sense. She says, "I want you to look at me. We need your help." Shiki said, "We're all friends." He thanked them, making sure he was never alone, talking about those robots from the initial planet he was on. He doesn't look at people as bots or humans. She looks at their hearts. And you see Hermit starts crying. In that case, just trust yourself. It's so sad. And, Hermit agrees to help everybody. "I want to be friends." and she's able to, you know, put the ship back together and say goodbye to Spider. And there's the whole team sending a transmission to him saying, "You're screwed, buddy." Boom! And they send him off into the abyss. So, yeah, right here, too. Great scene right here with Witch saying to Wise, "Didn't I tell you she has the most beautiful smile? To be continued." Yeah, this ending was really good. Definitely really sad. A lot of sad moments in here with Shino, the sub-boss of Planet Digitalis, and just this whole scene of how she was betrayed by the by her doctor friend, Dr. Muller. And then you had Rebecca gave her a nice pep talk. And really, she sees the heart that that Shiki has. Great scene right there. Yeah, I mean, it started off as sort of just, you know, crazy little space adventure, but there's a lot of feelings in it at the end here. I really enjoyed it. So there's a nice pinup right there of Rebecca, Pino, and Shiki. And there's Humora, and then afterward from, you know, Mashima, who mentioned that Amira, this one right here, she's going to play a role later on. He loves bringing up these new characters, and he insists they'll all play a role later on, which I believe. So, can't go wrong. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to do 2 reviews of this a week, and I hope you guys stay tuned and watch them and let me know what you think in the comments down below. And really enjoyed it. Can't wait to see what happens with Drock and Joe, and I guess the next volume, they're going to be on their quest to find Valkyrie now, which will be the final member and the 4th Shining Star. So, I wonder what's going to happen after they get all 4 of them. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.